Well, now I've got more access to my cellar and all the goodies within, I've just had a bit of a nose, because, why not? It's gone 9 o'clock at night, why not look through old toys? And I was like, ooh, you're one I haven't even thought about for a while. You deserve a review. So I haven't even transformed this. I've literally picked it out of a box, gone, oh yeah, and now I'm going to do the review. Are we ready for this, kids? Transmetal Rhinox. This is Beast Wars Transmetal Rhinox. Deluxe. I'm not stalling. Yeah, I pretty much completely forgot this figure existed. Most of you are going, wow, was that even a thing? Quite a few of you going, I remember him. And there's like one of you going, what are you talking about? It's right there, MISB, on my wall with like candles around it, like hallowed shrine. Yeah, this is a figure that just basically disappeared completely. I kind of see why, because Rhinox is so iconic in himself that changing him just really. And bear in mind, I haven't seen the robot mode of this because I haven't transformed it since I found it like 2 minutes ago. I can understand, from what I remember, why this didn't win out over the old one, but we'll get to that. But yeah, here he is. He's a deluxe little rhino. The front legs seem significantly larger than the others, and so he's sort of like standing with his head up in the air. You can bend these legs, with a little bit of ankle, but there's these panels that flap off, which we'll get to in a bit. So if we just try and bring him down a bit, ooh, these joints are still stiff after all these years. Try and bring it down a bit and try and, come into a bit more of a flat pose. Yeah, it doesn't look very comfortable or very natural in this mode. It's so he's in this lovely metallic blue with hints of green, and this sort of it's not metallic. It's got like this vague sheen to it. It's just a bit glossy. It's like this nice glossy grey that kind of looks like sheet metal. It's quite nice. I think they use this quite a lot in the Transmetals or similar, and they got the same sort of chromy paint details there. So it's very pretty. Nice red eye. Isn't metallic. It's very nice. It's got his name written there. No, come on, camera. There we go. In case you forgot which figure this was. And it's got a little tail. It's alright. There's not much I can say about it. It's a bit clumsy. The joints are, at least these ones are still, these shouldery bits here, still tight to this day. So yeah, he's alright. You can tell it's a rhino, I guess. But we'll size comparison it. This is Sideswipe. So yeah, deluxe-ish. So actually, we'll leave Sideswipe there for a minute, because this is a Transmetal figure, which means it has a sort of pseudo third mode, because that was the thing in the Beast Wars Transmetal part, where this gets a sort of tank mode. Bear with me. So what we're going to do first is we're going to flip these things underneath, and this tab goes into that slot there. And it goes in there, and it goes flat. And the same on that side, and it goes flat. We sort of stick these out to the front somewhere like that. Then we get this, we lift these tread parts off. Oh look, there's a tread. You didn't see that, did you? Fold these legs inside. So do that on this side as well. And then see these darker green bits here? They go on this hinge, come loose, which I remember being quite stiff. There we go. This giant notch. Bring those down underneath, and on this side, get them down underneath. And now it's a kind of snowmobile? I don't know. Treads and then skis. Snowmobile? Because I'll just get size comparison for that, just for argument's sake. There you go. Right. That's weird. I mean, if there were wheels or something, or these were little treads you could fall down underneath. Not that these aren't big enough as it is, but, you know, something. But, no, little skis. Whatever. And we're going to go, for transformation to robot mode, we're going to basically put these back how they were, and shove these back up, and just call it a day there. We're not going to fold out the little rhino legs, because there's no point. There we go, back in. And this one. Get in there. There we go. Alright. Now, do I remember how to do this? Kinda. Now, bear in mind, I might be doing this completely wrong to the instructions if you've ever seen them. But I'm doing this from memory, because I haven't touched it for about maybe 10 years. So we're going to put the legs out straight in front. There we go. Or rhino arms, whatever you want to call them. Flip up these panels for now. And this dark greener piece is also what the front legs here are attached to. It's a bit complicated, we'll get that. But this whole piece needs to slide out around here somewhere. It's on a post that slides out. So we're going to... Come on. Come on. Don't fight with me. There we go. Right, okay. Now let me show you that from underneath. There we go. So this piece here is on this sliding pole. And then this piece has got a double hinge inside, which we will get to in a minute. So we'll do that on this other side. This piece here sort of tabs in there somewhere. I'm not sure if it's just friction, but it does go in there quite securely, and that's where half the fight is, I'm afraid. So let's get this loose. Come on, come on. I know you haven't been touched for like 10 years, but come on, play the game. There we go. Okay, got that out. Okay, whew, that was a workout. Okay, now what I'm going to do is reach under here and flip this panel up to there. Trying not to show you what's in there. Okie dokie. And now we can get this loose up to there. Now again, I'm doing this all in my way. The instructions will be completely different, but whatever. And I've just noticed I'm really close to the camera, so I'm going to be really loud. So we're just going to make sure these panels are out of the way and rotate this around. So the rhino legs have gone from there to there. Make sure that's straight and push it in. So it goes to there. Awesome. So let's rotate this one around also. And have I not got it perfectly lined up? Let's go right. And in. Huzzah! And now, on these double hinge pieces, we need to bring these, which will become the crotch, into this sort of grippy section in the middle here. So we bring this around and shove it. Come on. And it goes in. Good. Right, okay. And bring you around and... Good. There we go. Can you see it starting to take place? Okay. Take place, come together, whatever. We will now open this section here up. Okay. Bring these out. And ooh, these are loose. Give me a screwdriver on that and tighten these up. And then we want to split the head. And the horn will usually stay attached to one side. So we'll split that open. I'm doing well for remembering this for like 10 years, aren't I? Fair days. Bring that to there. Alrighty. And we'll just flip this panel that we got loose before. Might have to bring this down a bit to give some clearance. And we'll just flip this all the way through, and it'll bring through this gap that we opened up, the head. Right round, and bring that into place there. Close that up to hold it in place. And then this backpack piece comes in and fills up this hole. Again, I'm probably doing it way out of sync with any instructions or anything else you'd get, but that's how I do it. Just bring these panels back out of the way. Then you bring the arms down, twist them so they're facing the right way. twist it so it's facing the right way, and that's the robot mode. Now, can you see why this is not as iconic as the character on the show? Or, in fact, because he's up there, give me 1 minute to chase him down. Yeah, go on. Fight, run. I should have planned this out, but this video is made up off the top of my head. Let's hope he's not covered in spider webs and dust. No, seems okay. Yay! Or, for example, the Generations Voyager. Because that's Rhinox. This, I don't know what it is. Go there for un momento. So, yeah, I mean, look at this face. It looks like it's poking out of a bodybuilder's stomach telling Shredder to go and beat up the turtles. It's awful. And some random on Instagram with lots of numbers at the end of their name wants to send me a message on Instagram. So that's clearly going to be some kind of fake or, try and get money or something off me. Yay! And, yeah. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Let's be honest. And again, these are still super tight. And if you try and bend the knees as they are, these flaps are in the way, so you're better off, as terrible as they look, just putting them on the bottom of his feet. At least then they're out of the way. Now he's got stupid ski feet. But at least you can bend the legs now. There's that. And the arms will go forward and stuff. They'll go 360, but they will wriggle with the backpack a bit. Arms go in and out, and then there's a ball joint. They seem very lackluster, don't they? And his shoulders look a bit... I think it's the way it suddenly goes like really animalistic with the hide and stuff in this mode that really makes it weird. And the face looks all wrinkly. Sure, we need to fight the turtles. Yeah, it is Krang, but I need to tighten these screws. Eesh. And maybe a bit of oil on these hips. But the head's on a ball joint, turn and all the rest of it, and you can open this up, and good lord, you can tell it's warm in the UK. You can actually see the faction symbol on the rub sign. That's, that's weird. Now, as a kid, you had to literally rub them with your thumb for about a minute before you get anything, because it was that cold. Times are changing. And, yeah, it's weird. The only thing left to talk about is the weapon, which is this, which unpegs. It's got a peg either side, which will go into that hole, and that hole, when you separate it, it'll usually just, one will be tighter and it'll stay with that. You get this thing. It's got a peg for the handle here, and do you put it that way? And he sort of stabs people with it. Or, as I preferred to do, you stick it underneath, and then it's kind of like a shiv. And I also like to try and think that the end there had a gun barrel, so he could shoot with it as well, but it's a really, really stupid weapon, if I'm honest with you. It's really not good. Yeah, and he's kind of back heavy. I can see why he didn't take over from, I mean, even the first Rhinox toy, I've got downstairs, but it's missing the weapons. Even the first Rhinox toy didn't really look like Rhinox that much. But, you could see where they're going with the character on the telly, in the program. But because this never got a show representation or anything like that, it's just weird. It's not a bad toy, and if he was in the show, I'd have a lot more attachment, but he's just weird. And on that grounds, I kind of love him because I love the underdogs, and this is why I've probably kept hold of him after all these years. He's weird, he's different, and frankly, he deserves to be protected because, rhinos are an endangered species. Just saying. So, yeah, Beast Wars Deluxe Transmetal Rhinox. What an oddity. Anyway, I'm going to end this review because I want to tighten up these screws and put a little bit of oil and maybe a bit of floor polish on these ankles. Just, do a bit of TLC. yeah, okie dokie. So I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you when I rip off all my metal parts and look like a chewed up piece of chewing gum underneath. Actually, I look like that anyway. Bye!